welcome to the October 2019 Tarot and Oracle card reading. I went ahead and pulled some Oracle cards to start off the reading, and then we're going to go right into the Tarot to clarify the message for you this month. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. The first card that I pulled for you was All That Glitters. All right, so we all know the saying, all that glitters isn't gold. And for you this month, Virgo, that is a very important thing to take in, consider, and be mindful of. I'm getting the sense that you may be approaching a change within your life. You may be starting a new project. You may be moving to a new location. You may be, maybe something came into your life that you're having to decipher. Maybe you're looking into something that appears to be grand and lovely, and it's a part of this choice that you have to make for a change in your life, and you're considering whether what you see is actually what you're getting out of the situation. And with all that glitters coming up in your reading, it's very, very important that you're not making decisions based just on your sight, based just on what something appears to be, based perhaps even on you wanting something at a certain level to where, let's just say, for instance, you're buying a new car and you're considering a luxury car that may be a little bit, out of your price range versus, buying a more affordable car, that may not be as, glamorous as the luxury car, but is a little bit more sustainable for you. With all that glitters, you have to be very careful about the choices that you're making based on perhaps superficial judgments. Because right after all that glitters came out, the Angelarium card is Raphael, the angel of song. So for me, this card is likened to the Judgment card in the tarot. Basically, Raphael is the final song. We all know about, well, not all of us, but it's pretty common knowledge and it's pretty easy to look up. The angel that blows his horn, at the end of life, the final judgment, that happens, the rapture, whatever. That's what this is basically about. This is about something coming to an end, something coming to a conclusion, and your decisions and your choices being weighed. It's almost like a karmic cycle. Basically, coming out with all that glitters, whatever you choose now or whatever you have chosen is basically going to determine what's coming for you next. And it's important that your decisions are made wisely and not made off of superficial judgments. Really take the time to consider things from all perspectives and consider, is what you're choosing based on appearances, based on, a need to appear a certain way, a desire to see something a certain way, or is your judgment based on, the true depth of the situation, the truth? So with this card, change is coming. There's an evolution of something in your life. Like I said, it could be like a new job, a move, even a new relationship that you're thinking about beginning. Make sure you're approaching this new thing arriving in your life, or this new thing that you're trying to manifest in your life, or this road that you've been on thus far. Make sure you're making choices based on your better judgment and for your own good in the long term. Not just, for your pleasure because you're enjoying the way that it seems. And not just for, I suppose, the look of it all, appearing better, making yourself look better, whatever the choice is. If you're deciding between jobs, don't just choose the job that seems like it's more, status worthy. Oh, this company has a great reputation. However, there's another company over here, that's just as good, may offer you, less money or something. However, it's a great culture, but you're overlooking that because all you can see is the dollar signs. Things like that, things of that nature, sort of weighing your options so that you can make the choice that's going to elevate you as opposed to holding you back in the long run because you made a choice based on what things appear to be, what appears to be good. And then for the animal spirit card, we got snake. With the snake, it's about creative potentials. It's about with the snake energy, you really have to be consistent. You have to be, I guess, very direct about your intentions. And you can't, with the snake energy, you can't just like jump in and out of situations. You have to commit to your creative projects. You have to commit to your choices and decisions. You have to be watchful. You have to always be calculating risks, and you have to be very smart, very crafty about your choices. That's really what the snake energy is about. Don't just, like I said, don't be superficial. Don't be surface level when you're making choices about your life. Very important choices. You really have to consider things for the depth of the matter. The snake is very watchful. The snake is about, intelligence. It's about, intuition. It's about just being very perceptive in situations and making judgments in your life based on, knowledge, as opposed to based on, how things appear. What do you really know about this mysterious bush that you came upon? Is it poison ivy? Is it something that looks like poison ivy? You're approaching a mysterious situation. What does this look like as opposed to what it actually is? In nature, you really have to, consider those things. Some of the most beautiful things in nature are actually some of the most poisonous things. So that's really the theme for you this month, really being mindful of the judgments that you're making and making sure that you're using your higher intelligence, not just your desire to appear a certain way or receive a certain status symbol based on what you're choosing. So let's jump into the tarot so that we can really see what's going on for you when it comes to this situation. So I'm going to be using the True Black Tarot deck this month. It's one of my favorite decks, absolutely gorgeous. They were all pre-shuffled, every single deck that I'm using in this video, so let's just get started. What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for October 2019? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, October 2019? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? All right. 2 cards. Yes, Virgo. Oh, yeah. Sorry. But I'm very happy for you, Virgo. Things are looking great already. We have the Ace of Cups. New beginnings. You may be starting a new relationship. Like I said, new job, new something that is close to your heart, something that you've been wanting, something that you've been needing, something that makes you feel emotionally good, fulfilled, loved, warm, cherished. And right after that is the 9 of Cups. So it's definitely maybe a dream come true, a wish come true. You've been wanting something so bad, something that is really close to your heart, really resonates with your being. And in October 2019, it's coming in. It may have already came in the beginning of the month. It may be coming in towards the end of the month. But you're definitely receiving a gift that you really wanted with this 9 of Cups here. I don't know if you may have wanted to move or start a new job, start a new relationship. You met somebody and you're just like, oh, the love of my life, my soulmate has finally arrived. Or just an opportunity, a creative idea, perhaps. Perhaps you've been waiting for inspiration and all of a sudden, voila, you've got it. You've got it. Something came in to really push you towards that dream. A resource arrived that you needed to really fulfill what you've been looking for. So congratulations, Virgo. Something is really coming in for you this month in October. So let's pull some more cards to get some more information. What other messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for October 2019? What other messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? What other messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for October 2019? What other messages? All right. So we have the 6 of Swords. You may be moving on. Like I said, there could be a move happening, leaving one situation for another. Calmer waters, you know, gaining clarity so that you can move forward. You know, a new idea coming along that propels you in a different direction, in a better direction. You know, you're smarter now, you're wiser now, you're more prepared now. So you're able to move forward in a new direction. You've gained insights. You may have, you know, had an epiphany. You may have had a moment of just an aha moment that brought you towards something wonderful that fulfills you. What other messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? What other messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? All right, so Six of Pentacles. You may be receiving some sort of financial help. You may be helping others financially. But either way, there's a financial proponent to what's going on, or component, I'm sorry. There's a financial component, a part of what's going on here. You may be moving towards, like I said, a new job. You may be moving towards a situation that's going to bring you some financial assistance in some way or another. You know, you may be a part of a charitable organization that, you know, brings you emotional fulfillment. And either way, there's definitely some financial assistance coming into this situation. What other messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? What other messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs October 2019? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs October 2019? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs October 2019? All right. We have the Queen of Wands. Being bold, taking action. You know, you may be seen in a very, very beautiful light this month. You may know a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries that you view in a beautiful light this month. This person could be helping you, assisting you, or this could be your energy. You might have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your Sun, Moon, or Rising, perhaps Venus. And you may be embodying this energy of just courage, creativity, sort of taking the reins, lighting your own fire, being your own, you know, motivating force to get things done, you know, going after what you love, starting that new project, taking that opportunity, that Ace of Cups, that love, perhaps a new relationship, an offer of love, you know, an offer of, you know, some sort of new beginning, and being bold enough and brave enough to run with it, you know, light your own torch, get things going on your own, and really taking care of your business, taking care of your family, in the process, you know, never letting others down, always, you know, considering others, you know, while you're pursuing your own dreams and your own passions. And that's you, Virgo. That's you all the way. So that could be your energy that you're embodying, or that could be somebody else that you're involved with. That could be the person that, you know, is offering you this cup of love. That could be the person that's assisting you in pursuing your dreams. So let's get some more information for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs October 2019. What other information do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs October 2019? What other information do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs October 2019? What other information do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Ten of Swords. So you're changing your perspective on a situation, definitely moving on from something that may not have served you, may have been mentally taxing for you. Maybe if you're moving on from a situation, it's because you decided to pursue your dreams. So you got an opportunity, you're being presented with an opportunity to pursue your dreams, to do something that you're more passionate about than what you've previously been doing. So your state of mind is changing. The way that you used to look at things is coming to an end. And that's okay. That's a great thing. For some people, when, you know, I guess their reality is shifted mentally, it's trying for them. For some people, it's really trying to move on from the way that they used to think to a new way. It's like the world has been shaken up when they come to this new state of mind. They get these new ideas and these new perspectives. They're like, wow, why didn't I think of that before? Or wow, I can't believe that's possible. Wow, I can't believe that all of this time I've been thinking this way, when in reality it's this way, that, you know, things are this way. Don't feel threatened by new information coming into your life. Don't feel threatened by a perspective shift. Don't feel threatened when you get something presented to you that might scare you because maybe you didn't think of it before, or it might scare you because it just changes your whole world, the way that you view things. Don't be afraid, because it's right under the 9 of Cups. You're getting your wish. You wished for something. It's coming in, or it came in, and it's shifting your perspective on life. It's shifting your perspective on how you're viewing things. What other information do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? What other information do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign in October 2019? All right. Yes, Virgo. We have the Page of Coins. Right now, you're really exploring what you can really do with this new creative project, followed by the Ace of Wands. Taking action. Taking action. So yes, you may be starting something creative. You may be starting a new business. You may be starting a new job, following your passions, following your heart, doing something that fulfills you. You're exploring the potential of what could grow, the financial potential that could come out of this situation. You know, if this is involving relationships and family, you know, you might receive news of, I don't know, a family member, you know, that has something going on that, you know, you can be a part of. You may be receiving news about, you know, birth. You know, there's a lot of birth energy on here. So there's something good coming in for you. I'm getting the impression that you're going to be receiving news about something good coming in. Something that you have the potential to kickstart. You have the potential to bring up and put your creative energies into, because you've wished for this. And right now you're exploring the ideas, where this could go, where this could grow, what this can give back to you and your family, and your foundation and things like that. And you're going to receive help. You're going to receive help in starting this. If it is a new enterprise, if it is a new job, a new move, a new something, a new relationship, you know, there's great potential for growth within the relationship. If this is about a relationship, if that's the new thing coming in for you. And if you're already in a relationship, you know, this definitely can mean growth. This could mean, you know, starting a family. This could mean getting a new home, moving in together. This can mean a lot of things, but there is a shift I see coming here. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, which is the Virgo card in the tarot. Going within and really taking the time to meditate. I'd say meditate on what's going on here. Meditate on your opportunities. You know, don't feel pressured to, I guess, put yourself out there as much. With all of these new things coming in, I'm having the impression with the Hermit that means, you know, take your time, look within yourself, explore yourself, and, you know, how you feel about these situations that are unfolding. Just explore where you are spiritually in your journey. If something's coming along and it might seem a little bit, you know, unfamiliar, it's new, it's unfamiliar, it might be uncomfortable, take some time to just, you know, meditate on it. You know, look within yourself. How do you relate to this new thing that's coming in for you? What can this new thing offer you for your future? Just really, really look within when you're exploring this topic. And right under that was the Hanged Man. So yes. Yes, yes, yes. Change in perspective. Do some introspection, some soul searching. Where is this leading you, this opportunity? And that goes right back to the beginning of the video when we were talking about all that glitters and judgments and things like that. If there's a change happening in your life, make sure you're taking the time out to consider what this means for you in the long run. What does this mean to you, for your soul, for your development, for your long-term success and stability? So I'm going to go ahead and clarify these cards here. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. What opportunity is coming in for Virgo? Clarify the Ace of Cups for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. All right, let's get this on this card. We have the Three of Wands. So you're moving towards something. You're definitely moving towards something. So this opportunity definitely could be, it could fall in line with a path that you've already been on. A path that you've already been on, and you're moving forward. You know, the destination is within sight. You can actually see where this opportunity can lead you. So that could mean that you've already been working on something, you've already been manifesting, you've already been calling in this thing, and here it is now. And you're on a journey, you're on a path, and you're going in the right direction. Clearly, you're going in the right direction. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups for Virgo. Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups for Virgo. Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Clarify the Nine of Cups for my Virgos. Clarify the Nine of Cups. If you've been working on a project, Virgo, with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands, your project, it's taking off. It might be time to even launch it. It might be time to launch it. And if it's not time to launch it, it's definitely time to add an extra component to it. If you haven't started the project, you're definitely on the right path. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups for my Virgos. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups for my Virgos. Clarify the Nine of Cups for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, October 2019. Here we go. All right, so Virgo, the Nine of Cups, clarifying the Nine of Cups. Dream come true, wish granted. Your wish is the universe's command. You wished for this, Virgo. You wished for it, and it's coming in for you. Perfect. I'm so happy about that, Virgo. Nine of Pentacles, the Virgo card, Venus in Virgo. This thing that you wish for that's coming in for you, October 2019, and time is fluid. I think that I should mention that in every single one of my videos. The timing of this video correlates to what's going on for you, not necessarily the timing that I'm mentioning in the video, if that makes sense. This thing could begin in October and go all the way into November, December, whatever, but whatever you have been wishing for and manifesting in your life, Virgo, is going to bring you abundance, happiness, independence, financial independence, success, that lifestyle that you've been looking for, that relationship, that foundation, that family that you've been looking for. It's coming in for you, Virgo. Congratulations. And you know what? I'm going to clarify the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. Okay. So with the Five of Swords, with the Six of Swords, so this is definitely about potentially having people in your life that may have said some things to you that made you doubt yourself, made you doubt your capabilities. You may have faced situations where you came up with people who maybe wanted to bully you into believing that you couldn't move in a certain direction, that you didn't have the potential to be a certain way, to do a certain thing. This is all about other people placing fear, doubts and fears, and just bringing negativity to your mental state. And honestly, with the Six of Swords, you're moving on from that. We go from the 5 to the 6. We go from, a mental state where you're being, oppressed by other people's opinions, perspectives, thoughts, viewpoints, and then you're just moving on. You're leaving that behind because you no longer believe in those things. rather than letting other people's sharp tongues, you know, pierce your spirit. You're moving on. You're moving on. You're not allowing other people to make you feel or think a certain way about your capabilities. And that's a great thing. That's a really great thing. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, October 2019. All right. So we have the Five of Cups. So, to gain, sometimes you have to lose. There's something that you're going to have to give up in order to receive. Additionally, with this clarifying the Six of Pentacles, there might be some hurt feelings in a situation where maybe you've been giving to others and not receiving the same in return. There might be, you know, it might be an imbalance of a situation that might break your heart a little bit. But the Five of Cups is mostly about crying over spilt milk. So even though, you know, you may be sad about giving up one thing for another, or you may be sad about, you know, a situation that you may be leaving behind that wasn't given to you fairly, you still have opportunities. You still have 2 cups standing. Apparently you have 9 cups, 10 cups. You have tons of cups here. We have 10 cups. The 9 and the 1 equals 10 cups. Abundance, happiness, joy, fulfillment, love. You have those still standing. So even if you have been giving to a situation and it hasn't, you know, given back the same amount or given back enough, you do still have, you know, opportunities for help. You still do have opportunities that will give towards you, will give to you with that Six of Pentacles there. So don't worry if you do feel saddened, you know, about whatever you do have to leave behind. Because there's more to come. There's more to come, Virgo, so don't worry. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Ooh. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands. All right, so the 5, we have 3 5s on the board. We have the 5 of Wands here. So there's multiple ways to look at the 5 of Wands. One could be arguments, being argumentative. One could just be competition, literally. You literally could be in competition with others to succeed, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of healthy competition, in my opinion. So there might be a little bit of a struggle with whatever change is happening in your life. It could be an internal struggle, but more than likely it's a struggle with others. And it could just be like a struggle of like opinions. It could be a struggle of, you know, you want to move in this direction, they want to move in that direction. What direction are we moving in? It could be like this, you know, like people being competitive with one another on who has the best this, who has the best that, who has the most this, who has the most that. I'd recommend not engaging in that type of behavior, being petty about things, especially with that, you know, those oracle cards that we pulled. You really have to do things, you have to move in a more wise manner in this coming, you know, time. You have to move in a wise manner. You can't engage in things, you know, based on superficial wins. And with the 5 of Swords, that's the same thing. No superficial wins. If somebody's been negative towards you verbally, that's a superficial win. And because you have the 6 of Swords, you're moving past that to something better, the real thing. So try not to, you know, engage in competition. You know, even if you are offered an opportunity and you feel great about it, you're like, yeah, like, you know, I'm the best. Look, you're great, Virgo, but, you know, try not to fall into that back and forth if it involves, you know, competing with somebody else for who's the best or who has the most, who has the best. Just, you know, let that fall by the wayside. Clarify the 10 of Swords. Clarify the 10 of Swords, please. Clarify the 10 of Swords. Clarify the 10 of Swords. Clarify the 10 of Swords, please. All right. The 10 of Swords is clarified. Let me fix this formation. I hate when the cards fall out of whack. The Two of Wands. Choosing wisely. Making careful plans. So once something ends, once one door closes, be careful in how you're planning the next door. You have an opportunity that's great presented to you, but be wise in your plans. Once that door closes, once that reality shifts, once that perspective is, moved in a different direction, make sure you're being careful about on which way to go. All that glitters isn't gold. Remember that. Make sure you're being careful with this opportunity that you're presented. Don't oversell. Don't overbuy. Be careful, okay? Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. All right, 2 cards came out. We have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn. What was the other one? Taurus. So we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight is about slow progress. So like I said, take your time. Do not just jump in. Be wise, but be bold. And then maintain your emotional integrity whenever you're going into this new opportunity. Don't lose your head if things, like I said, if things get shaken up and you're questioning, how this could possibly have, been overlooked, or how somebody could have possibly done this to you. If you're leaving something behind, no need to, get stirred up about the fact that you spent so much time in that space anyway. Maintain, your cool, keep yourself together. Make sure you're taking care of your emotional health in this time of change. Okay. And if you're dealing with, somebody who's a water sign, if it's not you who has water, sun, moon, rising, or if this energy isn't you, then there might be somebody coming in to help you, move things forward, plan things out, who can help you, bring you ideas, bring you counsel, wise counsel on, what to do creatively, what to do, what way to go, that's going to bring you emotional security. Because it is important when you're, starting a new project or starting a new relationship, moving, to consider what emotional impact this change is going to have on you. So you might be, receiving some help from somebody, or advice from somebody who, can help you stay calm, help you choose the right path for your own, your heart space. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands. All right. All right, so we have the Fool, new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. You have an opportunity to start something new, and you got to take it. You can't go into the Eight of Swords mindset when you're starting a new project or starting something new. You really can't fall into this trap of lack of belief on your own capabilities. Eight of Swords is about a mental prison, and there's a lot of mental prison energies surrounding this reading. We have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So that's double confirmation that there is a perspective shift that needs to happen. You need to start believing in yourself. You really need to believe that you can walk away. You can get out of this situation. You have to believe it, Virgo. Because there's so many opportunities surrounding you. They're coming in everywhere. And you really have to believe that you can. You can take those opportunities. You can, start that new project, that new venture. Start it. It's clarifying the Ace of Wands. This is really about starting something, a new opportunity. If this is about a relationship, go for it. If you're bringing something to life, writing a book, starting a business, something you're bringing to life, and you really have to be mindful of your mental space. You really have to believe that you can, okay? That's the only way that you can. You have to start believing it and living in that truth, living in that mindset of belief constantly. All right, so let's get some advice cards from a Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019. What advice do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? All right, so like a ton of cards flew out. Let me see. I'm going to take those two. I'm not going to take those. I'm going to take these two though. So we have the Tower, sudden change. Okay, sudden change happening in your life. Tons of Scorpio energy surrounding this reading. This is in Aries, Scorpio Aries. This is Mars. It's about change, action, something crumbling suddenly. All right, not in your control, but it's so that you can build something else. That's all this is about. And then the Hangman, a shift in perspective, looking at it from another way. When one door closes, another opens. And that's what's happening for you, Virgo. One door is closing, and I'm getting the impression that that door is literally the way that you're seeing something. That's the door that's closing. Your reality is shifting, and it's time for you to accept it. Look at it a different way. What other advice do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, October 2019? Temperance. Temperance is all about balancing your emotions, balancing your finances, not indulging too much, okay? A lot of times when people are stressed, they might be tempted to like drink too much or spend too much. Nothing too much is what temperance is saying. Be careful, okay? Nothing too much. Don't lean too much into one energy or another, especially when you're presented with, money or something. You might be tempted to go crazy. Don't do it. Nothing too much. Take your time. There's an opportunity there for you. Embrace that opportunity and balance those energies, and balance the fire and the water within you. Balance the passion to push forward and jump with, that need for emotional security, emotional stability. Reel it in just a little bit, push where you need to push, take action where you need to take action, and then reel it in. Be calm, watch, wait, be intuitive, follow your intuition when you're making judgments, things like that. What other advice do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2019? What other advice do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, October 2019? All right, Page of Cups. An offer of love, an offer of support from a Virgo, Cancer, or Pisces, or a creative idea being put forth using your imagination. And then we have the Page of Wands, having that imagination and then jumping. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, okay? A creative thought that you're taking action on. You're going towards, right? But with Temperance there, you have to balance those energies. The Eight of Cups is about leaving behind what you've built for something more fulfilling. Your work is done where it's been at. Your work is done. It's time to move on. So we have Water and Fire, and then we have the balance of Water and Fire right here. All right. Take that creativity, take those ideas, those dreams that are coming true, and take that risk, take that leap of faith, go for it. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you got some messages out of here that resonate with you. I hope that your October is going swiftly. It's going great. I hope it's going super great for you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, like. If you do want more content, I'd love to do more for you. All right. See you in the next one, Virgo.